From the New Orleans Hornets, Chris Paul. From the Denver Nuggets, Carmelo Anthony. From the Miami Heat, Dwayne Wade. From the Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron James. From the Los Angeles Lakers, Kobe Bryant. And from the Orlando Magic, Dwight Howard. And finally, the architect of the Redeem Team. Please put your hands together for the chairman of USA Basketball, Jerry Colangelo. We wish USA Basketball and all nations competing in the 2010 FIBA World Championships the best of luck.
We just sold out all the floors. See,
take me on a trip, I'd like to go someday. Take me to New York, I'd like.
All right, 24 minutes in the books. 59th NBA All-Star Game, 76-69 East, and the place still buzzing here at Cowboys Stadium in Arlington, Texas, after the electrifying performances of Shakira and Alicia Keys. Listen again. So we welcome you to the T-Mobile Halftime Report. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley. That's what I call a halftime show right there, Chuck.
Maybe Mr. Who.
Can you say sensory overload?
Yeah.
That was
man. You know what, man? I don't know Alicia Keys, but what a terrific lady. I don't know Shakira at all either, but Ernie wants to meet you, Alicia Keys.
I do. I want to meet Alicia Keys.
And he says, like, I know you well enough to introduce you.
You were on Saturday Night Live with her. I thought maybe you had some strings you could pull. You know, because you know what she is to me? What's that? How you guys talk about the Melo scores the easiest in the NBA, and Kevin Durant, it comes right. That's the way she sings. She's like Melo, and she's like Durant. It comes very easy,
you know what? I'm
going to
make that happen. A good friend of mine, Jeff, he manages her. We're going to make that happen for you.
Very good. Well, a full report on a post-game show.
You know what Alicia Keys is going to say?
Who are you?
Who's Ernie Johnson?
That's exactly right. And that's fine with me. The T-Mobile MyTouch 3G 100% you question of the night. Who's going to be the All-Star Game MVP based on what you've seen so far in the first half?
Well, it depends on if the West can come back and win the game. Carmelo's got a huge point lead on everybody else. So right now, the East is leading the game. So,
and LeBron James is a second half guy. He's got 11. He could get 20 in the second half, end up at 31. So a lot of guys are still in the run.
They certainly are. The East with the lead, 76-69. The intros, of course, always entertaining.
Oh, yes.
And D. Wade to himself for two.
D-Wade had every play that he made was actually electric. Carmelo, I'm surprised that, with his ankle over the last couple of games, he came out and was able to play so well. But pretty good defense, huh, Chuck?
Dwight Howard shot a three?
Yes, he did. Then he came down and shot another one and missed it.
You know what? This is fun. This is just a great environment, a great weekend for the NBA.
Great weekend for Darren Williams, too, because he played at the Colony High School here in Dallas and had a pretty nice second quarter.
Yeah, he came in and pushed the ball. He just pushed the pace up. I think when he came in, you know, Chauncey Billups is a great floor leader, but in the All-Star game, Darren Williams just pushes that ball up.
And here goes, to me, the most underrated player in the NBA right there, in Chris Bosh.
And Chris Bosh, 10 points, 6 rebounds in the first half. 4 players for the East in double figures. Only 2 players have not scored in the game so far. Steve Nash, but he does have 7 assists. And Jason Kidd, scoreless, has taken 1
but those guys
shot.
would rather get an assist than score.
And you're probably right on that.
Because there's a lot of guys on this list that don't have an assist.
Everybody on the East side has scored. We'll take it back to Marv after this break.
Not all of them got assists.
Welcome back to North Texas. We're at Cowboys Stadium, Arlington, Texas. And the 2010 All-Star Game is being presented by Kia Motors. A 76-69 lead for the East over the West as we head to the second half. And before we chat with Doug and Reggie about what took place in the first half, here are some of the sights and sounds of what has to be considered the relaxed atmosphere along the sidelines in the first half.
I'm here to support. That's all I'm here.
That's all it is, huh? Great towel waiver.
Yeah.
Hand clapper, whatever.
Tell me to stand in the corner. I was ready to shoot the 3, Chief.
Oh! Oh, jump ball. Oh, good call, Ralph. I bet you won't go out there and try it. I'll go for fun.
Well, for the first half, the West led by Carmelo Anthony of the Denver Nuggets, who was a question mark as to how much time he would play because of that ankle problem. But Carmelo with 17 points to lead the way.
Now, Marv, you got off to a great start, too. He had 13 of those in the first quarter. When you do that, you get out on the break, you make some jump shots. He was able to step back here early and knock down the long 3 ball. And then you get out on the break. Chris came in here, does a nice job offensive rebound. 11 offensive rebounds for the West, which was a big part of their attack. And then Carmelo finishing on the break. So a nice pass from Steve Nash and 13 first quarter points.
And wondering why the East is up 7 points, shooting 60% from the field. It's like shots like this from LeBron James, knocking down the 3 early. And I talked about him and Magic Johnson, probably the best at 6'8", 6'9", being able to take the ball into the teeth of the defense and being able to finish.
And a look at some of the halftime statistics. LeBron James 4 of 8, 11 points. And Carmelo Anthony 8 of 14 along with 8 rebounds. The West shooting 49% from the field and the East just under 60%. 4 of 8 for the East, including a rare 3-pointer by Dwight Howard, who for his career during regular season play, 1 of 16 from beyond that 3-point line. He's already attempted 2 here tonight.
Well, Marv, I think you saw the East had 27 fast break points. They're the smaller, faster team. The West had 11 offensive rebounds. So, both teams really played to their strengths.
The East in possession as the third quarter gets underway, and we check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Marv, Stan Van Gundy says he has a game plan to get this game minute-wise to about the 9-minute mark of the fourth quarter, and then he'll see who the hot guys are and who's out there. Kevin Garnett is not going to play a lot in the second half. I asked Paul Pierce how many minutes he was good for. He said, I can give him about 5. That's about it. It's hard to come out here and warm up again after that long halftime. Now let's send it over to Craig Sager.
Well, thank you, David. George Karl said he's going to go with that 4-point guard lineup early in the fourth quarter. He wants to see what it can do running up and down the court. He also says, as Doug and Reggie were commenting, he's having a hard time sitting down below. He said, I got up one time to talk to the team. I think my knee popped. He said, I'm staying here for the whole second half.
But he is excited about that 4-point guard lineup that we probably will see sometime during the fourth quarter.
I'm feeling like Dwight Freeney over here as long as that halftime was. Mouth kind of freezing up a little bit.
Reggie, you have to tough it up during these broadcasts.
You got it.
Stoudemire had it poked away by Howard. Marv Albert along with Hall of Famer Doug Collins, future Hall of Famer Reggie Miller, and Craig Sager and David Aldridge working the the sideline at the 59.